Come on, everyone, we have a party to crash. You don't understand. He always wins.
Chapter 9. The Devil You Know. 7 months ago, Eleanor Van Horn crept down the maze of sterile hallways under perennial harvest. She stopped in front of the large steel door marked Deep Engineering. No turning back now. She raised a trembling hand. The stolen keycard worked as promised, and the door buzzed open with mechanical efficiency. She was immediately hit with the smell of disinfectant. It was some sort of laboratory. In one corner was a desk covered in papers. Across the room stood a tall metal pod with hoses protruding from its base. She rushed to the desk and began shifting through the piles of papers. They were experiment reports on something called Tempest Liquamen. There were dozens of them, every one stamped failed. Eleanor heard the sharp echo of footsteps approaching. She was out of time. Her eyes scanned the room, eventually landing on the strange pod. Muttering a curse under her breath, she dashed over and dove inside.
And that is what change is all about. Grabbing the future by the scruff of the neck and making things happen. Change is a choice. I am tickled pink that we were all be making that choice together. How great is that? This man is a liar. Excuse me. I will not. This town has a dangerous secret and perennial harvest only exists to keep it hidden. Nonsense. They picked up the whole damn town and moved it right under our noses. You don't make any sense, dear.
Mr. Kerr addressed the crowd with a sarcastic tone.
Imagine such a thing. It's absurd. It's just plain impossible. They promised they could fix the fowl harvest. They told us they would clean this place up. They said they had to leave. We had just had to leave town for a few days. That's why, like, the road to town is, like, way super long. And they were like, oh, yeah, it'll be easy because nobody will know there's an extra 3 miles on here. But while they had us evacuated... Miss Hartford, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you too. You're afraid of a lot of things, aren't you? You're sniveling little worm. This is growing tiresome. A little help, please. Don't you all see this festival's a sham? An excuse to have the whole town gather in one place. They're planning something awful. I don't know what, but these people are wicked. Don't listen to her. She has absolutely no proof. I am the proof. I'm Eleanor Van Horn.
Whispers filtered through the crowd.
Well, aren't you just sneaky as the dickens? We all knew the Valentine fertilizer was too good to be true. And now this whole town is paying the price. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so sorry about this disruption. My associates will take this obviously disturbed woman somewhere comfortable, so she can get the help she needs. She's not the one who's disturbed. You two-timing clown. Y'all know there's something wrong with this town. It was just easier to look the other way. The truth is... Okay, hi Solomon. That's quite enough, Mr. Nuncreed.
Torment dragged on Joseph Nuncreed's face.
Yes, sir. Take them away. No, I want them to see this. Ah, the ever-tempestuous Eleanor Van Horn. It's been quite a thorn in my side, like a weed that's burrowed where it doesn't belong. Oh, is Solomon, like, the head of that conglomerate? Because he was just, like, adopted. He's just some guy. Or kid. He might be 30. He might just be a small dog. I don't know. I must confess you look dreadful.
Paused for a moment, plucking a piece of fuzz from his sweater and discarding it to the ground.
Consider yourself in rare company. You managed to pull one of them on me. It won't happen again. I knew you had some sort of plan to disrupt our little party. But alas, I expected something a bit more impressive than incoherent rambling. No matter, your failures are yours to bear. Mr. Kerr. Yes, sir. It's a shame it was cut short, but I thank you for the rousing ortuary. I will take it from here. Yes, sir, of course, sir. You've done quality work for me, William. You can look forward to the recompense we agreed upon.
Kerr gave a bow of deference.
Founder, you are most gracious.
Gasps rippled through the crowd.
Thankfully, we can dispense with the formalities on here on
A
out.
glass vial from his pocket. In one smooth motion, he downed its contents. A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
Oh, since it deals with time, did he get younger, or did he make himself younger? You can all call me Shopper Valentine. Oh! That makes sense.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
That makes a whole lot of sense why Sharper would insist on his daughter taking care of this random kid. Why Solomon acts like so much older than he is. You know what I mean? It's like a lot of different things.
A hushed horror gripped the crowd. This is a story about change.
Yeah, really. What? No. Ah, so you didn't see that coming. Good.
Sharper examined his new hands.
Well, this is quite the improvement. Everything looks so much smaller now. Eleanor was right about one thing. This festival was a ruse. I wanted you all to witness my glorious return with your own eyes. Why does everyone look so downtrodden? This is a celebration, people. Maybe it would help if you set the mood. Mr. Kerr, be a dear and reveal the sign. Ha! Wonderful.
Sharper choked out a crude squawk of a laugh.
Well, that explains why Solomon was very interested in the sign and stuff.
Frustrated grumbles sprinkled through the crowd.
Sharper, you malicious bastard. Malice. I'm glad you're back so we can tell you to your face. You destroyed this town. We ain't gonna let you get away with it again. Sorry, this is not the time for audience participation. Some assistance, Mr. Kerr.
Kerr gave a subtle nod to the clipboards.
You coward. Does anybody else have something to contribute?
A helpless quiet settled over the crowd.
I thought so. Do you all truly believe me? You could be free of me? The town of complete and utter fools. You people should be celebrating my return. You clearly lost without me. And that leads me nicely to my children. Daddy. Oh, that's so cute, kinda. I gave you both the greatest gift a parent can give. The opportunity to prove yourselves in my absence. Squandered. I would say I'm disappointed. You would be an understatement. But Silence, Augustus, an adult is speaking. I don't know which is worse, a son who's completely hopeless or a daughter with such potential who inevitably lets me down. Eris, you failed me with an admirable consistency. Thankfully, I was counting on it this time. Father, have been wasting time, my dear. What have you accomplished? I was focused on cementing our legacy. Legacy? Who needs legacy when you could just live forever? Well, what about... Ooh. Cat napping on my lap. He almost fell over. It's all right, kiddo. Whoop. I'm afraid you suffer from a complete lack of imagination. There's just no helping it. Now then, where's Joseph? You didn't take the opportunity to slip off, did you? Ah, there he is. Everyone should give him a hand. None of this would have been possible without Joseph. I think you've said enough. Nonsense, the people deserve to know how helpful and loyal you've been. I did only what I did because he left me no choice. You always had a choice, Joseph. You were simply too weak to take it. No matter, cheer up. You're about to be rich beyond your wildest dreams. You should follow Mr. Kerr's example. I found him. He was in a sorrier state than any of you. You done? You done laying on mommy? An aging actor desperate to recapture his youth. He played his part soon. He'll be able to play the leading man again, forever in fact, if he remains loyal. That goes for all of you. Well, those who haven't already frittered away my goodwill. Beacon Pines is mine again, and I am willing to share its spoils in exchange for absolute loyalty. Are you saying William Kerr was never in charge of Perennial Harvest? Pah. You think that puffed up Blather's kite could have accomplished all this? Dawn, I suppose it's time for your big exclusive.
Addressed the crowd with indignant pride. He'd planned this moment for so long that now, at the deed's fruition, it almost felt frivolous.
You see, I need a figurehead to hold things down while I orchestrate my return. Someone misdirect a lie and bilk this town for a spell. So I invented William Kerr. Take your bow, you've earned it.
Mr. Kerr flourished a preposterously elaborate bow.
Patrick C. Montesquieu, thespian extraordinaire at your service. Founder, I just wanted to thank you again for this opportunity. It truly was the rule of a lifetime. Wait. So this Bill Kerr was Pat C the whole time? Now that your secret is out in the open, what has stopped this town from rising up against you? Oh, that's the delicious part. Fear. Thanks to our clipboards, I know what each and every person in this town fears most. And I will make those fears manifest for anyone who steps out of line. The choice is simple. I'm not afraid of you. Ha, the young hero. I kept a keen eye on you, boy. You and your friends made a habit of disrupting my plans. What a pity if anything had gone a bit differently. You might have had your moment of triumph, but that's fate for you. You can't do this. Oh, but I can. I won. Never underestimate what a great man could do given time. And now that time is my plaything. Perhaps the most expensive thing I've ever bought, but well worth it. Ha!
Sharper coughed up one final laugh and cracked his knuckles.
Enough chit-chat, let's get to work, shall we?
And so, Sharper set about remaking the town in his own image. The fertilizer factory soon reopened for business. Sales rose steadily as more and more farmers across the countryside began to swear by its miraculous properties. Beacon Pines became famous. A secretive town that, for the right price, shared its gifts with all. Gifts that became more and more necessary in a world where winters grew longer and longer. The end. This is wrong, but things are becoming clearer now. You can feel it, right? We can't let Sharper win. He might just be the key to this whole thing. Let's see.
Okay, what can we do now? I got malice, windows to the soul. So instead of killing me, we can continue there, I guess? And it looks like there's another thing over here, hum, weep, or something else. Okay, let's see what's going on here. There was the intense music of malice lurking behind those eyes.
There was a malice lurking behind those eyes, like a trap ready to spring. Luca felt the weight of Nuncrete's hand on his shoulder. Something wasn't right. He didn't know why, but something was telling Luca to get out of there.
I just want this all to be over. Of course, I'm sure it will all work out soon enough. I should get going. I told Roxy I'd check for Rolo at the treehouse.
Free of Nuncrete's grasp.
Of course. Luca, you know your dad and I were good friends back in the day. You can come to me with anything. Anything at all. What the heck was I even doing when he murked me? I don't even remember. These festival decorations are a bit humdrum. Now, if I were to throw a festival, it would be a thing to behold. I agree, this is more than a little sad. It's worse than sad. It's boring. What if we did a little something to spice things up? I'm listening. You know the festival sign waiting to be unveiled? Be a shame if someone
scurried off, eagerly formulating a plan.
Am I supposed to follow him?
Jeff's hardware closed down about a year ago. The effects of the foul harvest stretched wide. When there are no crops in the field, tractors don't need fixing.
True. Identify yourself, please. Nellie Modewell. I work here now. I am unable to locate you on the staff roll. Oh, I don't officially start until tomorrow. Mr. Kerr said I could come in early tonight and get a few things done. Hold, please. Clearance authorized. Thank you. Our harvest awaits. This guy have anything to do? He just sleeps. What's up, Jeff? Whoa. You get a wrench in the noggin sneaking up a guy like that. Don't scare a man while he's junkin', sonny. Evening, Jeff. I said I kind of like to be junkin'. I might as well ask the same thing of you. Find anything good? Blah, ever since perennial harvest, we've been eating the junk as trash. You can learn a lot about a person by what they throw away. It's a bunch of shredded paper and coffee cups. I better get going. I don't see nothing if you don't see nothing. See what? Exactly. I don't have any tasks. Oh, wait at the treehouse. Okay, I was looking at the bottom. I didn't see it at the top. Rolo.
He aired a long holler into the woods.
Rolo. Ugh. Rolo, wherever you are, I hope you're okay.
Felt his eyes getting heavy and plopped into the beanbag. He conceded to its lumpy embrace. Once again, Luca found himself in a vast black expanse. This time, he knew exactly where to go. He took a single confident step forward. The world flickered and pulsed. He found himself standing in front of the frigid air of a blazing campfire. The source. He plopped down cross-legged and gazed into the cold flame, waiting. Soon enough, the fire began to die out, popping sporadically, until all that was left was a single ember. Luca stood up and dusted himself off. He plucked the glowing ember from the cold ash, examined it, and slid it into his pocket, a keepsake. The voice of his father spoke behind him. "You made me proud, buckaroo." Luca turned to face him. "Dad, what is this place?" A warm grin grew across his father's face. "A place where everything that has been and everything that could be all wait together. Luca found himself staring at his father's face, trying as hard as he could to memorize every single detail. Wait? For what? Another voice spoke out as Luca's doppelganger stepped forward. That's up to you. Without knowing why, Luca began to weep. Is any of this real? Are you real? Luca's father bent down to smudge away a tear. Of course. I'm as real as the part of you that misses me. Luca turned to look at the older version of himself. And you? The doppelganger choked back tears. I'm as real as the part of you that's angry he's gone. Does that make sense? Through his tears, Luca laughed. I think so. His father pulled him in for an embrace. Time to go, buckaroo. Luca was startled from his dream by a banging on the floor.
Are you in there?
A commanding voice rumbled from below. Just as Luca sprang to lock the entry hatch, the door knocked open.
Oh God. What now?
Chapter 5. Dangers big and small. Luca stumbled back. He heard the rope ladder creak under significant weight.
None, Creed?
Keeping his eyes fixed on the hatch, he inched backward to the balcony. As his hand grasped the door handle, Luca froze. A large figure clumsily wriggled up through the hole.
Oh! Stop right there, or I'll... Oh, it's the dad! Sheesh, I know it's dark and all, but I feared you'd recognize me. Oh, it's Rolo! Who are you?
The large figure cocked its head inquisitively.
Some narrow, I'll clobber you with a baseball bat. Whoa, 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 take it easy. Luca, you need to get your eyes checked. It's me, Rolo. Nice try, but I know you aren't Rolo. You're like one of his random uncles or something. Where is he? Uncle. Luca, quit messing around. It's me. If it's really you, prove it. Flamin' chicken coop, Luca.
Luca's jaw dropped. He peered more closely at the man standing in front of him. Something about him was undeniably Rolo, only bigger, older, changed.
How? What happened to you? I was running away. I ran into more people in those yellow suits. They grabbed me and dragged me away. Where'd they take you? Don't know. They threw a bag over my head. It was cold and smelled like a swimming pool. I think it was underground lab or something. They made my hands all big. Look.
Rolo proudly presented his hands to Luca.
Pretty sweet, right? I mean, it wouldn't be my first pick for a superpower, but beggars can't be choosers. Rolo, it wasn't just your hands. My feet, too? Dang, Pa made me new shoes. Wait, Luca, why are you so small?
Luca moved to the side and pointed Rolo to his reflection in the balcony window.
Dude, how do you not realize? See everything around you. What the?
His hands shot up to his face.
Holy Toledo. Rolo, what did they do to you? They made me drink some sort of green crud. Ew. Actually, it wasn't too bad. It kind of tastes like licorice. I passed out, woke up like this, and then I sorta smashed open my cage and escaped. Whoa, you smashed open a cage? Kinda. At least I think I did. It's all a bit of a blur. They had you in a cage? Who are these people? I don't know who did this to you, but we're gonna fix it. Fix it? This is awesome. Well, I'm just glad you're safe now. Luca, you don't need to worry about me. Sure, I got snatched, but look at it this way. I got snatched, so I know where snatched people go. What? We may finally have a lead on what happened to your family. Maybe you're right, but this all seems dangerous. Danger?
Rolo shadowboxed a few jabs.
I'll take them all on. Hey fellas, what's up?
With a yelp, Rolo dove behind Luca.
Ah, take cover.
Did I come at a bad time?
Who the heck are you?
This is Beck.
Sorry, something truly bizarre just happened. I need help. I didn't know where else to go. And you're just hanging out here with your large adult friend. Oh, she never met Rolo in this timeline yet. You're just hanging out here with your large adult. No, this is my buddy Rolo. This is your missing friend.
This is your missing friend.
One and the same.
He seems a little old.
Well, if you know, this is a recent development.
The heck does that mean?
I'm sorry, you're the one who just showed up out of nowhere. So, we'll be asked the questions here.
That's fair.
How'd you find us?
Your silly little treehouse?
I think you mean our silly little mission control.
I hate to break it to you, but your secret path isn't so secret. And I could hear you racket from a mile away.
See, Luca, this is why we need to improve security around here. Oh, now, Rolo. Beck, you said something bizarre happened?
Yeah, but...
She shot a nervous glance at Rolo.
Anything you can say around me, you can say around Rolo.
It's been a weird day all around, hasn't it?
Yep.
Beck's eyes narrowed.
Okay, so it all started when I made it back home. My first order of business was to try to salvage my hair. So I dyed it with some fluff from the chemistry set my mom gave me. Okay. I just need to play it cool and hope no one notices. No, so what? Oh, nothing. I was just...
Come over here and let me have a look. Oh, honey, what in the world did you do to your hair?
I just kind of felt like a change.
It's gonna take forever to grow out.
You're the one who said that change is a good thing, right? I was talking about your mother's new job. I was talking about us moving. Well, I guess you took your lesson to heart.
Tried to put on a smile.
Before I forget, I came up here to tell you that Nellie had to go into work. Tonight. Her and Mr. Kerr decided it'd be good for her to get some things done before tomorrow.
That Kerr guy seems like a grade A creep.
Beck.
He is him and his weird cult of a personality.
You're not going to ruin this job for Nellie. It means too much to her. I know exactly how much it means to her. It's enough for her to exile her daughter to this podunk town.
This place sucks. The people are weird.
You just don't know them yet.
It's always cold.
We're in the mountains, you'll get used to it.
I can't even pick up a single decent station on the radio. It's all banjo music and farm reports.
You know, I grew up in a town not different from this one.
Is that why you're better at taking to plants than people?
Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. First of all, you're grounded.
What?
In the morning, I'll have Nellie come and see what we can do about fixing your hair. You need to look presentable for the festival.
But...
Not another peep.
She sighed, and after a moment, looked down at Beck sympathetically.
I know moving is hard, honey, but it doesn't mean you have to make yourself miserable all the time.
Other people just seem to have that covered for me.
If you decide to rebel by dyeing your hair more...
Flashed a sly grin and tousled Beck's hair.
I'll just shave it off for you. Think about how rebellious you look then?
Very funny.
Thank you. Good night, sweetie.
Good night, Mom.
Wait. First off, this town does not suck. Second, you need help because you got grounded? No. I'm sorry you got into trouble. It's not my fault your hair got screwed up in the first place.
Don't worry about it. I actually kind of like this look.
Great, we can get back to the story now. Next part is the important bit.
I have this radio upgrade with my mom, and I was too angry to sleep, so I tried dialing something worth listening to.
Mr. Kerr, are you there? Mr. Kerr? Yes, I'm busy. What is it? Apologies, I have the founder on the line. Patch him through immediately. One moment. Hello, sir. It's so nice to hear from you. Skip the pleasantries. What's your report on new lead reader of deep engineering? Nellie Moldwheel seems to be integrating nicely. This very moment, she's working to help us meet our deadline. She offered to work overtime before I even had a chance to suggest it. Excellent. If you have faith that she's capable of finishing the work left by her predecessor, her work must be complete before the festival. I'll make sure she stays days and nights until it's accomplished. Good, you know how I feel about loose ends. Yes, sir. Once she's finished the work, We need to make a determination regarding her long-term prospects to the company. Immediately, sir. I usually have more time to fully bring people into the fold. We are in the end game, Bill. After your failures with Dr. Prescott, I can't afford to make any risks. Of course, sir. No loose ends, sir. Once she finishes the work, she will either leave the office completely committed to perennial harvest, or she won't leave at all. Perfect. Sir, if I must suggest, maybe we should delay just for a bit. Oh? We just seem to be rushing it to hit this festival deadline, and rushing into things has caused some issues in the past. I see. Please understand why I just want what's best for you. I'm eternally grateful for all you've done for me. Bill, I'll make this very clear for you. I brought you in to make things run smoothly, not to have opinions. Of course, sir. Chin up, Bill. You are only a few days away from having everything you ever dreamed of. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And come join me again. Bye!